All right, welcome to lesson 10 out of unit 4, tax and tip. Today's learning goal is let's learn about sales tax and tips. We're going to start with a warm up, a notice and wonder, looking at the price of sunglasses. You are on vacation and want to buy a pair of sunglasses for $10 or less. You find a pair with the price tag of $10. The cashier says the total cost will be $10.45. What do you notice and what do you wonder? Pause the video now to determine what do you notice and what do you wonder. All right, welcome back. So let's hear some of the things that you noticed or wondered. Fantastic. So let's say there's a few other things we could have noticed. Like you could have noticed the price of the sunglasses is $10. You could have noticed the total cost is more than the price of the sunglasses. And you also could have noticed the sales tax was added to the cost of the sunglasses. All right, so let's look at some I wonders. So I wonder if the cashier made a mistake. It says it's $10, but why is it ringing up as $10.45? Hmm. Or you could have wondered, why is the total cost more than the price listed? You also could have wondered, what's the tax on the sales glasses? Or if something else was purchased to make the price more. So there are so many things that you could have wondered or even noticed about this picture. Let's turn the page now to page 308. And we're going to start with activity 10.2, shopping in 2 different cities. So different cities have different sales tax rates. Here are the sales tax charges on the same items in 2 different cities. So we have city 1, paper towels, the price is $8. Their sales tax is 48 cents for a total of $8.48. Then we have our lamp, which is $25, and the sales tax is $1.50, and we've got to figure out the total cost. So it looks like they added these 2 columns together to get the total cost. So why don't we go ahead and add 25 and $1.50, which would give us $26.50. And then when we go to the next column, we notice the sales tax isn't there. So we've got to figure out, what is the sales tax? What we can do is we can divide the sales tax by the cost. So let's see if we set up our division and we put our 48 in here, which is a decimal, and our 8 on the outside. 8 goes into 48 how many times? That's right, it goes in 6 times. So we had to bring up a 0 to fill in this because 8 doesn't fit into 4, and bring up our decimal point. So our sales tax looks like it's going to be 6 cents on the dollar, or 6%. So if this is $1, we're going to have 6 cents in sales tax. So it would be 0.06, and our total would be $1.06. Now let's look at the laundry soap. We're going to have to figure out the sales tax for $12 and then the total cost. So if each dollar is 6 cents, we're going to have to multiply this 6 cents by $12. So $12 times 0.06 for our 6 cents. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 6 times 1 is going to be 6 plus 1 is 7. And we're moving our decimal point down, 72 cents. So our sales tax is 72 cents. We can now add those together. $12 plus 72 cents is $12.72. So in this city, we've got to figure out, well, X is the cost, but what's our sales tax? Well, we were able to find our sales tax here, and we used it right here. We used our sales tax right here to find what it would cost for a $12 item. So we would write this as 0.06 times X, because you're going to multiply that amount times the sales tax. And when you want to find the total cost, just like we did before, you have to add the price and the sales tax together. So you would have X plus 0.06X to find your total cost. So that was city 1. Let's take a look at city 2. In city 2, our paper towels are still going to cost us $8, but this time our sales tax is 64 cents for a total of $8.64. Our lamp is still $25, but this time we have a $2 sales tax. So let's add $25 plus $2, and we should end up with $27. Oh, now we've got to find the sales tax on $1. So we should probably do something like we did up here, where we divide our sales tax by our price. So go ahead, I want you to pause the video and divide your sales tax by your price. Welcome back. All right, so is 8 going to fit into 0? No. Is 8 going to fit into 6? No, so we're going to have to put a 0 for both those spots. What about 8 into 64? I wonder how many times does 8 fit into 64? 8 times. So 8 times 8 is 64 cents. So our sales tax is 8 cents on the dollar. So right here we can put our 0, 8, and $1 plus 8 cents is going to be $1.08. Now let's look at our laundry soap. We're going to have to multiply that by our sales tax. So 12 times 0.08. 8 times 2 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 times 1 is going to be 8 plus 1 is 9. Bring down our decimal, 96 cents. So we have 96 cents sales tax. 12 plus 96 is $12.96. And again, we're looking here. We have an X price, and we need to figure out the sales tax. So we have to multiply that sales tax by X. We would end up with 0.08X. And then when we want to find our total cost, we need to add our price and sales tax together. So we would do X plus 0.08X. All right. let's look at page 309. So here's the sales tax on the same items in city 3. So we had city 1, city 2, and city 3 for the most part is filled out for us. So we need to figure out what is the tax rate in this city. How did we figure that out before? Yeah, we looked at what it was for the price of $1. So the sales tax in this city is 7%. The tax rate is 7%. Let's look at number 2. For the sales tax on the laundry soap, Karen says it should be 84 cents. Lynn says it should be 87 cents. Do you agree with either of them? Explain your reasoning. Well, we remember how to find the sales tax. We're going to have to multiply 12 by our 7%. So a 12 times 0.07. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Bring down that decimal point. Well, what is our sales tax going to be? It's going to be the 84 cents. So do we agree with Karen or Lynn? So if we said our tax rate is 7% and we came up with 84 cents, then I would say Karen is correct, and I would agree with Karen. Because we multiplied 7% by the $12 to get 84 cents. All right, let's move on to page 310. So turning the page over. We're dining at a restaurant. Jada has a meal in a restaurant and she adds the prices listed on the menu for everything they ordered to get a subtotal of $42. So her subtotal is right here of $42. When the check comes, it says they also need to pay $3.99 in sales tax. What percentage of the subtotal is the sales tax? So we've got to figure out $3.99 is what percent of the sales tax. So we need to divide $3.99 by 42. Now, is 42 going to fit into 3? No, it's not. Is 42 going to fit into 39? No, I don't think so. What about 42 into 399? Well, let's think about that. So we have 42. Let's try multiplying that by 10. We would end up with 420, and that's too much. Let's do 42 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 4 is going to be 36, plus 1 is 37. So 378. I think it's going to fit in 9 times because that's just under, whereas this is too far over. So I'm going to put a 9 here. and subtract 378. So 9 minus 8 is 1, 9 minus 7 is 2, and I'm going to have to bring down a 0. So 42 into 210. All right, let's try halfway mark. Let's try for 5. So 42 times 5, 2 times 5 is going to be 10, carry the 1, 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Look at that, it fit in perfectly, 210. So our sales tax is 0.095, or if we wrote this as a percentage, it would be 9.5%. So the percentage of the subtotal is the sales tax. So the sales tax is 9.5% of the subtotal. All right, let's look at B. After the tax, the total is $45.99. What percentage of the subtotal is the total? So this time we're going to have to divide 42 by $45.99. Or I'm sorry, $45.99 divided by 42. So $45.99 divided by 42. Well, 42 can't fit into 4, but it can fit into 5 one time. Subtract 3 left over, bring down the 9. Uh-oh, it's not going to fit, so we're going to have to add a 0. Bring down another 9. Oh, that number looks very similar to this number up here. So let's see. It's going to fit in 9 times. And that's going to give us 378. Subtract. We're going to have 21 left over. Bring down the 0. 210. We're going to end it with 5. And the only way I know that we can do this is because we did all of this math up here, and we can just bring it down. So the percentage of the subtotal is the total is at 1.095. 1.095. Or I'm sorry. I wrote that wrong. It would be 109.5%, because we would move the decimal place over 2 spaces to find the percent increase. So this would be the increase. They actually paid $52.99. The additional $7 is a tip for the server. What percentage of the subtotal is the tip? Well, if they paid $7 and the subtotal was 42, we would do 42 divided by 7, or 7 divided by 42. 7 divided by 42, and we would end up with about 16.67. So it would be about 16.67%. So they left about a 16% tip. All right, we're going to end there for lesson 10. I will see you next time for lesson 11.